Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Forever Stranded. In the last episode, we got Flight. So we went ahead and made the Angel Ring, and with our newfound powers, we went over to a battle tower and decided to see what was on top. We fought this big golem guy and got a bunch of redstone. It was kind of cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We were kind of just waiting around for redstone. That was the big thing, because I want to make the void ore miner, and that's what we're going to work on today. So between episodes, let's see, we also, by the way, tore down all of this stuff. I went ahead and moved most of the stuff. I forgot that I unhooked the transfer node, so there's a bunch of cactuses in there, but no big deal. We'll hook that stuff up later. I still need to do some more planning down under here for how I want this area to look and whatnot. But we are slowly getting more redstone. But I do have enough redstone to do the thing that I want to do today. At least the thing I want to start out with. And that is making the void ore miner and setting it up and getting it good to go. So if we take a look at that, we need 24 structure blocks tier 1. Now, if we look at alabaster, we can't, it's bone meal and stone. We can get alabaster, it's just not very easy. Basalt, we can get basalt with coal and stone. Also pretty nasty. But hardened stone we can get pretty easily with just stone and cobblestone. So I went ahead and cooked up a bunch of stone. And we need 24 of this, so at least for now, we're going to go with a tier 1 void ore miner. We can increase this later if we want to and whatnot, so we're going to need 24 for the machine, or for the structure stuff. And now I just want to point out, when we want to upgrade these later, tier 2 requires a bunch of diamonds, tier 3 requires ender pearls and glowstone, and tier 4 requires nether stars. Now that's pretty expensive. But we'll get there. So assembler, we need that guy. So we have 24 hardened stone. We're going to need 40 gold, 40 redstone. And we should be able to do this. Wait, no. Is it 24 of these guys? It doesn't matter if we look at the resource miner or the ore miner, because they are the same structure. You can actually just replace the controllers if you need to, if you want to. So it's 24 structure blocks. So I'm going to need a little bit more. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But that should be fine. We should have the rest of the redstone that we need. We just honestly need more stone. This is almost done. And you know what? Let's go ahead and cook up more. And hope for the best. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more of those, and we need a little bit more gold. Gold is not an issue at all. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there we go. So there is the 24 structure blocks tier 1. Now the next thing we need is 20 machine bases. And these are also based on whatever block. We're going to use hardened stone again. But this time we're going to need a little bit more stuff. So we have 9 of those. We're going to need some iron this time. So 13, 14. There is 16. And so we need just a little bit more. But let's go ahead and start putting this out there. so we just need 4 more gold nuggets, which is easier to get it out of here since we have the compacting drawers down here, giving us all the stuff we could ever want. So those go down here, correct? Yes. And then our redstone, we need 8 more redstone. Oh my gosh, can't hover over anything. And then iron bars. And we're gonna need 60 iron bars. I think. Is that the number? Just get a stack. And we need just a little bit more. Oh, it's a stack plus. It's a stack plus 1. Alright, so there's 3 more. And that should be all of the hardened stone we need. So let's just get this set up. And there is the machine bases. So we already had the controller plus the lens that we're going to want to use. And we're going to use a red lens because that's going to give us more in terms of redstone. If we look at the uses, not the recipe was easy enough. The uses for this, we'll get a lot of redstone, firestone ore as well. Like it almost, actually it more than doubles the chance of getting redstone with this. We could also, once we make the void resource miner, we can get netherrack pretty plentifully, but that's not as important. So the last thing we need, so we have the laser lens. We need 2 laser cores. I didn't realize I said 2. So 1, 2. Easy enough. Alright, so now we get to set this up. And the question is, where? I think for right now, we're just going to do it right here. So this is a, how big is, it's a 7 by 7, but the largest is 11 by 11. So as long as we have enough room for 11, so let's give us like that. So 11 by 11 is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It is 9. So if we want it to be, it'll stick out 1, but that's okay. So we're just going to break this block, and we'll get to why in a second with that. But yeah, let me think. This goes above, so we'll want to do something like this. And what is the height on it? Let's see. 4. So if I want it to be level on here, we'll need to go up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So right here, I think. Hopefully it looks good. If not, once we start building it, we'll just take it apart. But before we do anything, we need to do one other thing. So in order for this guy to actually work, the whole system, it needs to either see void or bedrock. And since void is going to be hard enough to do on here, we're going to go down to bedrock. Now, typically, this could be really bad. There is a thing down here that we need to be careful of. But not too worried about it. So there is a mine shaft down here underneath your ship. I believe it is a guaranteed spawn. I believe that the ship is pre-generated anyway, so We're just gonna hope that we don't hit an opening or anything like that. But yeah, as you can see, there is a abandoned mine shaft down here. I think it's partially just to, hey, there's bedrock. We're gonna put a torch there because why not? And everything will be fine. Cool. So that was easy enough. But I think it's there so that you don't get max spawn too easily. But now we can just start building this up. And oh, gotta move that. Oh, it didn't actually. That was weird. Weird little bit of lag. There we go. Multi-block assembly complete. So we can go ahead and light this up now. We're gonna put just torches on the corners because why not? Looks kind of cool. And we just need to set it up to power and outputting items. So but you know what? We're just gonna take this guy. We're gonna empty out this chest, and this is going to be where we store items. Because why not? We have all of this stuff in here. We'll need some conduits. And we're gonna want a lever. So stick and cobblestone. Alright. And we can always upgrade the chest if we want to later. Not really a big deal. Let's go ahead and put lever there. Conduit here. And hopefully we have enough. But this is why it's lined up like it is. And this guy should be working. We can turn him off. I don't know why it doesn't tell me if he's got power or anything like that. But we'll get to that here in a second. So yeah, this is kind of what we wanted to do. This will get us more redstone. Hopefully. That's the plan anyways. And with more redstone means we can do more stuff. We can start setting up more rocketry stuff, get off this planet, and all that kind of fun stuff. So we want insert, extract, always active, and it's currently off, I think. Does it need a redstone signal? Doesn't actually say. So anyways, we should be able to, yeah, we're using like 1,000, so it's on. If we flip the switch, we're using like 500, which is more reasonable. So we'll have to keep an eye on our power and all that kind of fun stuff, but for the most part, this will give us resources for free. So speaking of power, the second thing that I want to do today is I want to start doing a quest. So one of the quests that we need to do, so we've done all of basic survival, 100%. Tinkapow, we've gotten, well actually 100% is the zoom. Whoops. We've gotten all the basic quests, basic survival quests done. Tinkapow, we have some work to do. The other thing I want to do is really quick look at creating life. We have 3 fish and we have 3 beef. I don't believe that's enough for either of these quests. No, we need 20 beef. These guys are working. We're getting a lot of chicken from this one. The veggie trap. And the other one ran out of bait, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. I might rebait them later, I don't know. Mostly I just need to make an animal farm. But one of the quests that we can do, and it's fairly reasonable at this point, is the reactors. So we need to make some reactor stuff. I have all that up. We made some graphite last time. It's literally just coal that's been smelted again, and it's pretty easy. So let's go ahead and start making some of the stuff. First things first, reactor controller, we're going to need reactor casing, and that requires iron, graphite, and reactor casing cores. Well, we can make one of those. We're going to need 4 of those for right now, and we should be able to make some reactor casings. Did I already have a bunch of reactor? I guess I had that many. We do have one more reactor casing. Cool. So if we look at our quests, gotten the 4 of those and the 16 of those. Perfect. Next we need to make the controller. We're just missing redstone. That is a pain, but we'll get back to that. The fuel rod, we need 2 of those. We need 2 access ports, which require pistons. So that's going to require redstone as well. 1. Alright, we're going to need a little bit more redstone. So let's grab... I had a hammer, and I did this between episodes, but basically if we just come down here, grab a stack of sand, and just do one of these things. It doesn't take too long to get through this much, and once we have the dust, it doesn't take too long to get any redstone, really. We'd also turn the laser on and see if we can get some redstone ore from that. And redstone ore is going to be really good because we can duplicate the redstone, basically. We can get a lot of redstone from ore, just because of the nature of, well, machines and ore and how everything works. So let's just break the rest of this. Our hammer's probably going to break, and honestly if it does, it's fine. That's kind of why I'm using it. So let's just come over here, throw those guys in there. Still getting plenty of frames. Almost feels like it's jittery, but I think it's just my imagination. And here is the rest of the dust. So there we go. Now I don't know that we're going to actually use the reactor anytime soon. We might. How much yellorium do we have? We have quite a bit of yellorium, so it might not be a bad idea to set up a little reactor, just for the fun of it. But there is the second piston. We can get 2 of these guys. Let's see, what else do we need? We need 2 power taps. That's not going to work, but we need a controller as well, so let's get the controller. And literally the only thing left that we need is the power taps. So we're going to put all that stuff in there. And as soon as we get more redstone, we can kind of complete that. So let's go turn our laser on. Now once again, this is the basic version. As we get more resources, specifically redstone, we'll start setting up the larger laser system until we finally get to tier 4 and 10. Cool. So that is kind of the plan with that. We have a lot of animals spawning. What all do we have? We have a bunch of rabbits over here. But then, are there more rabbits over here? Or am I seeing, Oh, it's the squids underneath. Derp. Didn't realize that. But anyways, redstone. We have 3 redstone. So we can do 1, and we need 2 more. And that will complete this quest. Now, what are we going to get? We're probably going to get the casings because that's expensive. Reactor glass is not at all expensive, so I'm not too worried about grabbing that. Copper and aluminum. And we also got another 10. So this is working. It's just not giving us quite what we want yet. It's all random chance. Regardless of what lens you have, it is still going to produce every single ore that it possibly can. It's just going to have a better chance. There goes another copper. It's just going to have it's going to have a better chance to get some over others. So it's working away, getting us resources. Do we have the last 2 redstone? We do. Cool. So there's the other power tap. And that's a quest. So we're going to take the reactor casing. Actually, we're going to get all of that stuff. Never mind. And that unlocks the Steam quest. Now, hold up. That is the lifeblood. So that's how we get another heart. That's one of the last 2 hearts that we need to get. So if we take a look at what that's going to require, it's the turbine. Turbines are expensive. They require cyanite. Now we can get cyanite by using yellorium with sand, or we can process it through the reactor and we get cyanite as a waste product. We're going to need a lot of stuff. But these turbines are fairly powerful. Let's see. Where is power tap? The controller requires some plutonium. Now, in order to get plutonium, we need to reprocess the cyanite, or we could do it this way. This way is a lot more expensive. It's better to reprocess it. So let's grab all this yellorite dust. Wow, that was weird sounding. Can smelt this up, no problem. And okay, alloy smelter. So we'll just throw this all in there, this one in there, and we'll process all of this into yellorium. So what we can do is just grab our reactor stuff. We're going to need a power tap, controller, casing, access port. There's one last thing that we didn't make that we're going to need, and that is the reactor control rod. So we're going to take that. Let's go ahead and take the glass as well, because why not? And where do we want to set this? Now it's not like super important to have it, but it's also a might as well. We could just set it up here if we wanted to, or we could set it just behind here. That might just be better. So I'm going to just break all this stuff into dust, because why not? Does it... Okay, it doesn't actually care if it's sand or if it's the placeable stuff. It will just break it all. And it's pretty quick. So that's another benefit of using it. Anyways, where is... Power is right here, so we could just set up a small reactor right about here. So we'll just move this over here. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Before we do anything else, let's grab some conduit. We're probably going to need to make more stuff with the reactor. So conduit, just want one of these. And let's go ahead and deposit all this dust. And let's see. I guess let's keep this guy going till it's night. Honestly, because we have enough power during the day. It's not a big deal. We should be able to do that. And there is a bunch of stuff. We're going to need item conduits. We're also going to need some chests. Just normal chests. And actually only need two of those. Let me think. What else are we going to need? We're going to need more reactor casings, but we'll get to that soon enough. So the main thing is we need this energy conduit. We're going to put it right here. And we're going to put a reactor tap there. Let's put glass on either side. And do something like that. We're going to need a controller. Actually, let's break that one. We're going to put the controller here. So we can put some glass here. Actually, glass there. Something like that. We're going to need both oak chests. This guy will be input. This guy will be outlet. So something like this. Insert. Extract always active. Extract always active. Insert. And machine too small. I think the bigger problem is it's not finished. So hopefully that's the bigger problem. We just need to get more reactors. So let's see. We need more of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough. By the way, the reactor glass is just some fused quartz with reactor casings. It's also in the past been like the hardened glass from thermal expansion, which I don't know if that's still in this, because it's changed since I really messed around with thermal expansion. That mod has changed. Yeah, hardened, there's different ones now, but they're all kind of the same, at least general idea. So we do that, and there's 12. We'll see if we need more. We probably do. And 2, 3, 4. So we need one more set, actually. Okay, well that's easy enough. There's all that. And there we go. Wow, we actually made a perfect number. Cool. Casing may only be... we have to move some stuff. Casing may only be part of the reactor's frame. So 35. So this row, negative 213. It's this guy. So we can't actually do that there. We can do it there. So we're gonna have to move everything over 1. Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna come down here. We're gonna steal this guy. Put a torch there for now. Throw that there. We're going to keep the power tap there. But now we need to break all of this other stuff. Actually, we didn't have to break that, but At least not all of it. Anyways, so we're going to move this back one. And we don't have to break everything. So we have the reactor glass. We'll get to that in a second. So, get those there. Reactor glass. That's fine. We need the control rods and the fuel rods in the center. This guy, 2 ports. And so it's still saying the exact same spot. So let's just do this and see if this works. Only casing may be used as part of a reactor's frame. And still, it's 236. 69 seems to be like right here. Negative 213. So maybe it's these actually. So let's put this guy here. We can break these two, I guess. Put reactor ports. Break these two. So we can have the glass, because why not? And yeah, it's been a while since I've set one of these up, and I don't remember having this much issue, but I've never really tried to set up the small ones like this all that often, but that was the issue. So we couldn't have these on the edge. So we need to move this, and we'll grab all of this stuff. And let's see, we need to put this here, this here. We can do both of those. We'll do the bottom one outlet, doesn't really matter. But extract always active on green. This will be insert on green. And this will be insert on red. Extract always active on red. So we put our fuel up here. It all goes in there. And we can activate the reactor. Now reactor heats up and we'll produce waste eventually. But it looks like we're gonna get about 1,000 RF per tick. That is kind of cool. So we're still losing power, but not too badly. This guy is still on, by the way. We've gotten 5 redstone ores, which we can use. What's the best way? Sag mill gives us 8 plus a chance for more. Pulverize gives you 6. Induction smelter gives you 9 basically, but the crusher gives you 10, so crush it. We're also going to get cobalt and ardite, which is really nice. Those are kind of a pain to get anyways. So yeah, there's the void ore miner, and the more important thing, or I guess the other thing that's kind of important, is the reactor. Now the reactor is going to fill up eventually. It's just going to happen, and it's going to fill up with power. It will just kind of set here after that, but who cares? The main reason we're using this is just to get fuel. So we're going to let this guy run, do its thing. put up an energy buffer if it needs to, and it'll be a good kind of constant power supply. So I think that's going to be it for today's episode. Next time, I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to work on some stuff, maybe do some more questing. Probably one of the things I need to work on is setting up the base under here, figuring out where rooms are going to be and all that kind of stuff. Need to get more auto crafting with applied logistics as well. Just a lot of things to kind of get to work on. But definitely one of the big things is getting more dirt. So that might be the idea. We'll see. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!